Hi, welcome back. In this video, we'll discuss about local temporary table. Local temporary tables are visible only in the current session. So if you create a local temporary table in one session, you cannot access it in other sessions. Examples of local temporary table. Name of the table must start with a hash. Create table, hash employee, ID integer, name worker 50. If we execute this piece of code, it will create employee local temporary table. Automatic deletion of temp table. Temporary table is automatically deleted when the connection that created the table is closed. Alternatively, when you close the query window that created the temporary table without saving the changes, the table will be closed. Manual deletion of temp table. We can manually delete a temp table without closing the connection using drop table statement. As you can see, drop table hash employee. If we execute this piece of code, it will drop employee temp table. I hope it makes sense. Let's dive into SQL Server Management Studio and see in action. In this demo, we'll create local temporary table. We'll insert few records into local temporary table. Finally, we'll read data from local temporary table. So how we can do this? Let's create local temporary table first. As you can see, create table has student ID integer primary key not null, student name worker 50 not null, gender worker 50 not null, age integer not null. Let's select this part, execute. As you can see, command completed successfully. That means student local temporary table has been created. So how we can see that local temporary table has been created? Navigate to databases, click on that. As you can see, TempDB, expand, click on that. Temporary tables, right click on it, refresh, click on plus sign. See, student local temporary table has been created. Now we'd like to insert record into student local temporary table. So how we can do this is pretty simple. As you can see, insert into student local temporary table, ID, student name, gender, age, and these are the values. We're going to insert 3 records into student local temporary table. Execute. As you can see, 3 rows affected means 3 rows inserted into student local temporary table. We would like to read data from local temporary table. So how you can do this? As you can see, select star from hash student. This is the local temporary table name. Let's select this part. Execute. As you can see, we have 3 records in student local temporary table. We can create local temporary table in select statement and insert records into local temporary table. So how we can do this? As you can see, select customer ID, person ID, account number from sales.customer table. Let's examine the records, see how many records we have sales.customer table. Let's select this part, execute. As you can see, we have 19,820 row. Now we would like to insert these many records into local temporary table. So how we can do this? As you can see, select customer ID, person ID, account number into hash customer from sales.customer table. Once we'll execute this piece of code, it will automatically create local temporary table customer. All right, let's select this part, execute. As you can see, command completed successfully and it has inserted 19,820 rows. Navigate to TempDB, navigate to temporary tables, right click on it, click refresh. As you can see, DBO hash customer table has been created. All right. Now we would like to read data from local temporary table customer. So how we can do this? As you can see, select star from hash customer. This is the local temporary table. Let's select this part, execute. As you can see, we have 19,820 rows returned from local temporary table customer. Drop local temporary table. So how we can do this? As you can see, drop table hash customer. Let's select this part, execute. As you can see, command completed successfully. That means customer local temporary table has been dropped. Let's verify it. Navigate to TempDB, navigate to temporary tables, right click on it, click refresh. As you can see, customer local temporary table has been dropped. We know that customer local temporary table has been dropped. If we execute this piece of code again, let's execute. As you can see, cannot drop the table hash customer. This is the local temporary table customer because it doesn't exist or you don't have a permission. As you can see, we have the error because the local temporary table customer is not exist. So we'd like to run the drop table statement and we don't want to get the error if the table doesn't exist. So how we can do this? As you can see, if object id tempdb has customer, this is the local temporary table, is not null, drop table has customer. So if the table is exist, only that time it will run the drop table statement. All right, let's select this part, see what happened. In this case, table is not exist, so we should not have any error. Let's execute. As you can see, command completed successfully. We don't get any error. SQL Server 2016 or higher version of the SQL Server, we can drop table this way. Drop table if exist has customer. All right, let's execute this piece of code. It should be fine as well. See, command completed successfully. We know that the connection that is used for creating local temporary table, if we close it, local temporary table will automatically delete. Let's verify that. So this is the connection or query window is used for creating local temporary table student. Let's close this window. This one, close it. Right click on temporary tables, click on refresh. As you can see, local temporary table student is dropped because the query window was used for creating local temporary table student is closed. That's the reason local temporary table student is dropped automatically. I hope it makes sense. Thank you. Have a good day.